All right. Welcome to Confessions of a Stenographer, where we are focusing on all things steno in the legal profession. We are here live in Vegas, Nevada at the NCRA 2021 convention, and I am with the lovely Anna Mar. Oh my goodness. Have you guys got acquainted with Anna yet? Anna, tell the people, who's Anna?
Hi, everybody. Super nervous. Okay, my name is Anna Mar. I am a newly certified court reporter in Texas, San Antonio. Woo woo! And I have been reporting for 4 whole months. That's basically it.
Right. So during the pandemic, you became just this new professional person that's just so good for the profession. Your energy, your knowledge, you're just so adorable. Even with me, you guys, I can DM Anna and say, how do you add the crystals to your, how can I add crystals to my pictures? What app is this? And Anna is there.
I am here for everyone and anyone that needs any kind of Instagram help. Guys, I got y'all. Just send me a message.
Right. So during the pandemic, tell us what that was like. The homeschooling, testing, what was that like for you at home?
All right, so in 2020, COVID, right guys? Worst thing ever. Psych, it was actually the best thing ever because it worked for me. We had a Texas CSR exam in February, and then as y'all know, COVID hit in March. I had to maintain my speed at 225 to be ready for the next test, which didn't end up being until December of 2020. So what I did all throughout that time is I became even more involved with everything online. I joined everything, did all like the speaker sessions and joined all the groups, all the challenges, everything, all while having my kids at home because of the pandemic. During that time, also in the summer, I started taking the legs of the RPR. So I have all of those skills tests under my belt. I just need the written. Someone help me. And then after that, I attended one of Allie's like practice sessions where she like just spoke to people, and I legit just asked her, what do you recommend? I have 1 month to prepare for the Texas CSR. She told me just exactly specifically what to do. I followed it to a T. 2 days before my CSR exam, I got really sick. I had severe sinusitis, but my mindset was there. Everything was great. I went into the test. I secretly somehow knew that I had passed it, and I did. I certified at the beginning of this year and then started working in March. And so, yeah, I'm a new reporter. I'm still a baby, guys, but it's possible even through COVID.
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. So how has the jobs been? So you've been reporting remote. How's that going for you?
First of all, it's like 50-50. I really love it because I get to wear like my sweats down here, my little booties, my little Christmas booties. It's just all business up here. It's great. My career literally started on Zoom. But then there's also, because I'm a mom, I have my kids at home, so I have to like train them and be like, while mommy's at work, everyone has to be quiet. Then I also have dogs, so like, you know what that's like. The doorbell rings and then like barking. It's trying to like balance that. I haven't done an in-person deposition, so it's just, while all the other reporters had a transition to online, like Zoom, I'm going to have the opposite transition of Zoom to in-person, and I'm kind of really excited about it, so
Yes.
wish me luck.
Yes. Now, can you tell us what were the practice sessions like that you partook in the during the pandemic? You did a lot of different practice sessions.
Yes.
Can anyone attend those sessions, and if so, who can they contact?
Okay, cool. Trying to think. So they were all mostly like RPR testing speeds, which is like 180, 200, 225. There's also another group that also meets every single day. These are every single day, guys. These are completely free. And there was one for RMR speeds, which is, y'all know, it's the high speeds. And I attended all of those. I considered that my practice because I wasn't really in school towards the end. But I would think the person we contact would be Chris DeGrazio.
Yay.
Hit him up, guys.
Yes.
He has all the information.
Yes. So this is your first time attending a national convention.
In person, yes.
In person, because yes, you were amazing online last year during the pandemic. What can give us a rundown on just your whole experience of a national convention, right? And would you encourage new professionals or whomever who've never attended an NCRA convention to come on out? So
Yes.
what is your take? Tell us,
Oh my
how
gosh.
is it?
It is so amazing. Like I said, because of COVID, I did everything online. I met all of these people on the internet, and to finally be able to see them like in person and hug them and like have like the tears and everything, because like they made such a big difference in my life. It's amazing. You have like the expo hall, you have the speakers, you have the contests, you have like the elite reporters here, and you're like, oh, I'm like starstruck and everything. It's amazing. I love it. I would recommend anyone and everyone to attend a national convention. Plus Vegas, guys. I mean, we're losing money, but hey, we're here, right?
So, yes. So, okay, the awards luncheon. The awards luncheon happens to be my favorite part of the convention, and I always tell students, if you come in a group, it's okay to break off and go to the luncheon alone. Well, not alone, but sit alone. Sit at a table where you don't know anyone and have your cards. When I tell you that has helped me so much with meeting and networking, oh my goodness. Did you enjoy the awards luncheon and just watching, the contestants compete?
Oh my
What was
gosh.
that like?
It was like so amazing. Just the fact that these like reporters want to better themselves and practice and then compete. Like I would just be nervous the whole time. I don't know how they do it, honestly, guys. But the percentages that they got, I was like, that's so crazy. That's like literally hashtag goals. I'm serious. Like
Right.
one day we'll be there.
Yes, because I've already encouraged Shakara, who's over there.
Shout out.
She will be participating in the contest, and then as soon as I know that you get your RPR, I'm going to be encouraging you to go ahead and take that test too, because you are going to do it. I can see you up there. It's going to happen. So Anna, you going to the gala tonight?
Heck yes. I'm so
you
excited.
Are you ready? So are you just going to come casual, or are you going to come shining? Are you gonna stunt? What are you like?
Shaunise, we don't do casual. We do not do casual. We go all out. We are super, super extra. And let's just say, guys, I'm gonna let y'all know here, I'm wearing a crown.
Oh my goodness.
And it's big. Let me just
Oh
say,
my
if I turn a certain way, I hit the doorway. So it's big, guys.
Right. Okay.
Take pictures with me. Tag me.
Yes. Okay. So we are gonna do this because I am gonna, I haven't been able to dress, but tonight I am gonna show out because that's what I love to do. I may show a little leg. I may show a little back, but I'm stunting tonight.
That's suspense. The suspense.
Okay. So now, next up. So you were on you remember your episode?
Heck no.
So it was episode 17 or 18. She was a guest on the podcast and she did an amazing job, right? So what encouraged you to get the podcast going? So wait, I was going to let her say it, but I said.
No, it's okay. It's okay. She can.
Okay, so you have a podcast.
We do.
The Steno Talk podcast. And I'll be calling
my co-host
up in just a second. But you did episode, I think it was 18. It was amazing.
One of those. Look for it. Listen to it.
Did a great job. And I know you have been a big supporter of this podcast. You have really been a true, solid, hardcore supporter. And I just really appreciate that. I really, 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 really do.
We're all in it. We're all in it together. We're all a team. I listen to all her episodes in the shower. Y'all do the same?
One team, one goal, Steno. So, let's get into your podcast. You want to come up?
Oh my God, my co-host.
So you actually have a photo of the 3 podcasting ladies.
Yes, that's us.
And just to add, we do have one more podcast out there. It's Lady Steno's podcast. So she does have a podcast out there too. You have us 3. We're the podcasting ladies, Steno Game Changers, that is down with adding value to our profession. Yeah, so let's get into your podcast. What encouraged you to get the podcast going? What is it about? Share with us, just the details of it.
All right, so I came up with the idea for the podcast.
Oh, wait. Let's introduce you. Because, guys, she's a student, right? So students are just on fire. Go ahead.
All right, so yes, I'm Katie. I'm from San Antonio, and I started school in 2018. I love listening to podcasts all the time. So immediately as I began school, I started looking for all the resources I could, the podcasts, the Instagrammers, and there really wasn't that much out there. And so I was like, you know what, I don't think I can start that now, but I knew in the coming years I wanted to do that. I didn't think I'd be in school still 3.5 years later, but in the fall of 2020, I approached Anna because she's all over Instagram all the time, and I was like, I like her. I like her voice. She reminds me of Mindy Kaling.
Oh my gosh, I get that a lot.
She would be the most amazing podcast host. So I approached her. I said, Anna, I think you'd be an amazing co-host. And she was like, okay, well, I need to get my CSR. And I was like, that's fine. I'm getting married. So let's take a breather. And and then we started talking again in February of this year. And within about a month, we were up and running. And we just really wanted to share with students what teachers weren't sharing. We heard a lot of just practice. And we're like, but how? And then as a new professional, she's like, I don't know what to do. So we were just like, let's talk about what they don't talk about at school. Let's talk about our experiences and really get real and dirty with what's going on in Steno.
Exactly. And I just love it. I think it's just so fabulous because that's what we need. That's exactly what we need. So you guys are doing a good job. So share with us some of the episodes that you have done so far.
Oh, what have we done so far?
I'm drawing a blank.
I know. Where's my list?
She usually gives me show notes, guys, so I'm just like, oh, we have.
And I normally have show notes, and this has all been just free.
Yes.
So speed building theory.
We really want to have conversations with the students that are listening. So we put out the topics we want to talk about, and they submit their questions. That way we're like, grab your coffee and sit down and talk to us. And so we really wanted to have that community feel so it's not so lonely, especially coming out of COVID and lockdown. Our favorite episode, I think, or my favorite was our first, where we just kind of did a get to know us. And I was like, here's all the questions I'm going to ask you. Now you ask me questions.
Yeah, it was so fun.
So,
and we usually do like a readback section where we catch people up on what we've been doing as a student, as a new reporter. We're all like in this together in real time. We also have a Crushing It corner for any students who have been passing tests. We give them a shout out and to just encourage them, where other people can also encourage them too, because it is really lonely and it's a big deal when you pass your test, and we want to celebrate y'all every step of the way, and I feel like we're doing it.
You're definitely doing it, and I appreciate you guys. Did you go get your ticket for the gala? Did you go down
to?
You got your ticket. So are you ready? Yes. So
ready.
you will be there. Yes. Okay, good. So this is your first convention.
Yes.
How is it like as a student? Are you connecting with new?
Oh my goodness. Yes. It's so fun, and I'm so grateful. Honestly, because the podcast has allowed me to reach out to more people. I'm so introverted, so I'm like so far out of my comfort zone right now. So I literally go on Instagram and I'm like, here's what I look like. Please come find me and say hi. So I've been loving being approached by so many people, and I love getting to know people. The one-on-one is what I just live for.
Right. Did you do the student lunch buddy yesterday? Or
I did.
You did? How was that? Okay, so we need to know about that. I wasn't able to catch pictures because it all happened so fast, but I want to know feedback from a student. Did you pair up with someone that you enjoyed? What was it like?
There were 3 of us students that went with 2 reporters together, and it was a reporter who's been in the business for 30 years and then a reporter who's been in for 6 years. So we got 2 very different perspectives. They were both freelancers, but one was taking international depots and working all the time, and the other one was like, no, I like my specific time period, and that's what I'm happy with. And they were just so helpful. We asked so many questions. I liked having 3 students together so we could bounce questions off each other, because I go blank when somebody says, tell me about yourself, or ask me something, and I'm like, what's your favorite food?
So for you guys don't know, I put together a lunch where if the students didn't have a lunch buddy, We were going to pair them with reporters, and I started this a few years ago when I didn't have anyone to attend lunch with at a convention that I attended. And this is the third year, and it was, I don't know how many students we had, but the turnout was good. So the whole purpose is just to make sure that no one is lunching alone and everybody have a lunch buddy, and I think it turned out. So I want to thank you guys for it. I thank you guys for doing this. I love you guys. You are amazing. You guys are going to do so well in the profession. You're like steno influencers. Let's keep pushing and promoting our profession. And again, we're one team with one goal, and that's steno.
Yes.